Hi, I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of the Professional Leadership Support Certificate. So this project actually began probably 2 years ago. The first was just kind of formulating it, what would it look like? And at that time, I had written a couple ETL grants and I was going to use data collected from those particular courses in order to determine if we really had a great need. I also worked with PDS. And then last year, we actually formed a committee. Amy Garrett Dickers was on that committee, Danielle Roseborough, Summer Lewis, myself, Lynn Sikma. And Tamara actually put that committee together. And what we did was we just worked on what that certificate would look like and kind of what the program of study would look like, the content and all that. So what you have is you've got an application packet that you'll be able to review that'll give you the logistics of the certification program. And then you will also have 6 syllabi. They're not information, they're simply like a skeleton that just basically has the objectives. Those courses will be developed once the certificate is approved. So you kind of have an overview of this. This would probably fall into curriculum and instruction. It'd be a good fit there. And I think with the numbers down a little bit in C&I, this would actually help boost those numbers. And I do see this program, I see this certificate extending far beyond like being offered to master's students in our programs. I think this is going to be a nice program out there. It's master's level at present, but for educators in the region and across the state. I think that's going to be the audience initially. I think that audience will change. I know that when we piloted just like an introduction course to mentoring, coaching, and self-mentoring, they filled instantly. And it was higher ed folks. So I think we could have an interesting collection of people. Nurses need mentoring. I think we could offer it to them. I think at some point we'll have to revisit this certificate. And if we start out and we have it gauged towards educators, I think we're going to some of that will have to be changed a little bit. And it's not that I want the curriculum or the syllabi to be directed towards educators, but I think initially that's going to be our targeted audience. I think that's who's going to want to take it. So again, I just want to kind of give you an overview of how this program began. This wasn't happenstance. There's a lot of thought that went into it, and there has been 2 courses offered in order to collect information on it, to collect data so that we had some foundational information to have conversations. Tamara supported this last year. She was actually instrumental in getting this committee together so that we could meet. We met several different, 4 or 5 times probably throughout the year. And there was a lot of dialogue that went back and forth. It wasn't easy because there were a couple different ways of coming at it. So again, when you read the application, I think it'll all be self-explanatory, but I wanted you to have a little information about the program. Anyway, thanks.